Hello from the Motorcycle Safety Foundation. My name is Ray Ochs and I develop training courses for motorcyclists. Welcome to the Ride Along with Dr. Ray videos. This is a 12-part video series of point-to-point commentary rides, each lasting about 10 minutes. In these, I will be verbalizing what I'm thinking about in real time. You'll see many situations from suburbs to the mountains and from urban areas to rural roads. Our goal is to illustrate how to be serious about safety by continuously having your brain tell the eyes what to be looking for. In this series, you'll likely pick up some strategies and procedures to make your ride safer and more enjoyable. While it may be easy for you to see what I'm seeing, the important point is for you to employ this same 100% safety-oriented mindset on every ride and not be distracted or thinking about something else. We want you to smoothly respond well ahead of time to situations and avoid the need to suddenly react to emergencies. We want you to be hyper alert, to search far and near and side to side for important clues, traps, and escape paths, so your mind can form a 360-degree map of your surroundings. Our overall aim is to help you use excellent eyes and mind skills. A few special features. First, we'll skip through uneventful parts of each journey. Second, we'll occasionally pause to add some extra details on the screen. Third, viewpoints are provided from both my motorcycle and from a motorcycle that is filming from behind. Finally, one video has staged interactions to highlight common collision traps. During these rides, you won't see fancy physical feats of skill, but you will see the value of perceptual skill. Just like MSF is serious about safety, we want motorcycling for you to be serious fun. We hope you enjoy and benefit from the series. This ride will take us from the MSF offices in Irvine, California to Laguna Beach. It includes several intersections that stretches rural highways on both 1- and 2-lane roadways. Also, there will be some business areas to contend with. Here are a few questions to consider. How do you know where to stop at an intersection? How can you position yourself within the lane? What is a good following distance? I think I'm all set to go here. Now we're heading out of the parking lot, gonna make a right turn. So I'm gonna have to go slow and watch this traffic signal on. I've always liked to turn the signal off when I'm about halfway through the turn if I ride a motorcycle that doesn't have automatic signals. Here's the driveway to watch for. Stop not required. I'm gonna go real slow here, no traffic, we're good. Got a bump. Signal off. Intersection here, sometimes people pull out there real quick because it's kind of a large intersection. We're making a left turn at this traffic light up here. I see there's a left turn lane. Signal goes on, just in my lane position. I see there's some stripes or strips in the pavement here for the sensors, the traffic sensors and the circles, so I'll be sure I stop on those because I want that light to trip. We're making a left turn. See, traffic's pretty good here. That car's turning left, that one stopped. I might get the light here as it comes, but I'm gonna check traffic anyway, left and right. Looking good behind me. Stopped here with both feet down. I'm holding the front brake because that keeps me steady and it does actuate the rear brake. And I'll flash it if I see somebody coming up real quick behind me. Well, it didn't get me on that sequence. It's changing now. I think maybe we got a shot at it. So make the left turn. What I'll do is I'll go about halfway out the intersection, initiate the turn, halfway, signal off, changing gears, checking well ahead, okay behind. Looks like some people are having fun burning out here. Not much of an escape over this bridge right here, but I'm gonna stay to the left just a bit, going over a freeway. I see there's a warning sign here, 45 mile an hour recommended speed, slight turn. I'm going to stay in the left lane. It goes from 1 to 2 lanes here. Want to notice that. Plus, if I have any residential traffic coming out of the right, I got a little space cushion. So it looks like the light's going to stay green. Middle part of my lane now. I see a traffic circle coming up. Keep right sign. I'll stay pretty much to the middle of the lane here, but I have the yield sign. A car's coming around, so I'll let it go if it's going to go on around past me, and it is. I'll signal right just to let people know. Signal off. And I'll be getting out of it here on this right, so I'll stay in my lane, signal right, stay in the middle of the lane. Pick up the pace a bit. I know this road is going to go from 2 lanes into an intersection. I'm going to be making a right turn, so I'm going to go ahead and make a lane change right. Signal, blind spot, head check. Now I'm back. Not much going on right now. It's okay behind. Watching for debris on the surface. Nice smooth surface though. Now I've got a warning sign up here. A sharp 15-mile-an-hour turn to the left, so I'll slow down as I get close to it. Really don't need a signal here. It's the only place the road goes. There's some chevron alignment signs telling me how sharp that curve is. So I'm going to downshift, stay in the middle of my lane. I'll be making a right turn on Laguna Canyon Road, heading down Laguna Beach. Signal, blind spot check just in case. See a pedestrian warning sign there, pedestrian crosswalk here. And I get here about the time the light changes, but I've got lane added, so I have my own lane here for a little bit anyway. So I'm going to pick the pace up, and I see lane drop sign up here, so I'm going to make my way over with the signal, blind spot check. And so that lane ends, got the green light. I want to keep up with traffic. I'm going to stay in the left part of my lane. Nobody's on my right coming up here. Looks like we have another lane drop up here, so we're going from 3 lanes to 2 lanes. Got a good space cushion. I'm going to change lanes left, signal, blind spot, signal off. Emergency parking only. I see this is 65-mile-per-hour roadway, so I pick it up. I'm going 65 right now. I'm going to kind of move between the middle of the lane and the left third, kind of to dominate. I'm not sure you can ever dominate your lane on a motorcycle. Visually you can. At the same time, somebody looks at your bike, they might come your way, so just have to make sure they're keeping their lane. Really no parking, but I have a nice escape path to the right if I need it. That would only be an emergency, of course. I see we have a bicycle route, so we might have, it's probably a bicycle lane. Curve right coming up, still doing about 65. Keeping up with traffic here. There's people hanging out that would be in a blind spot, but they're not my blind spot right now, so I feel pretty good about that. If they were there, I'd slow down some, let them get past me, so I have a space cushion. As long as I've got this escape path to the right, I'm fairly satisfied. Slight curve to the right here. That car's starting to overtake, so I'm going to move to the right here just a little bit, middle right portion. Slow down just a hair, let them get by. I don't want them lingering too long in that blind spot area. I've got guardrails now in my escape area. I've got plenty of space, but I'd have to be sure I don't go too far to the right. Still all these emergency parking, people overtaking now. Curve left coming up here. Quite a bit of traffic this morning. Probably a little bump here with this bridge. Not much of one. Good job, highway engineers. Staying to the right part of the lane here, kind of middle right. That's by design. I want to be able to see and be seen. Still on a 65-mile-per-hour road. That's about what I'm doing. So I want traps and escapes, generally what I'm looking for, and I don't see much of a trap here. Everything's good behind, not much ahead, although I do see brake lights past the corner. I do see signal lights, so but I'm going to stay in the left lane here because I see up ahead there's going to go down from 2 lanes to 1 lane anyway. Going to keep a good distance. Something comes up behind me. I have space to pull out and go in between the left turn lane on that white line. I've been narrow enough I could have that as an escape route. Let's see if we do every other car here. Let's try and see if people are going to be courteous. Always slowing down. Isn't that nice? Usually in merge areas, people will do every other car and not try to hog and get real close to the vehicle in front. All right, I see a warning sign up here. Next couple miles, chance of deer. This time of day, it's mid-morning. I don't think we'll have an issue with that. Do see some gravel side roads. You always want to be looking for gravel on the surface when you're in areas like that. People coming out tend to drag gravel every now and then onto the surface itself, but that's fine. No passing. You have a center turn lane here. That means traffic can use that center part to make a left turn out of it. I'm going to stay, well, let's check the following distance here with that sign. 1001, 1002. I'm just over 2-second following distance right now. I'm comfortable with that. If I'm not paying as much attention, I may back off some, but that tends to lull some people into a false sense of security. They don't pay as much attention and end up running into something in front anyway. Our most recent MSF 100 naturalistic study showed a lot of riders were running in the back of folks, and we certainly want that to happen. Here we got a pedestrian crossing warning sign. The road's going to get a bit narrow. Checking my blind spot just to see, make sure nobody's in that turn lane as they come down. Now I'm going to slow down a bit, going about 40 right now. Keep my 2-second following distance. Got escape to the right if I need it. Certainly plenty to the left should I need it for some reason. Looks pretty calm right now though. Oh, we do have another parking lot up here on the right, a gravel one. So I'm going to move the left part of my lane right now. Just see a little gravel in the shoulder area there. And we got a big warning sign here. So we're down to 35 advisory speed limit. So I'll go down a gear, engine brake just a bit. Here we've got deer with wheels, it looks like. Somebody had some fun with that sign, put some tires on the hoofs. Chevron alignment signs. I'm going to stay in the middle of my lane going through here. More Chevron alignment signs. Some signs covered up there. I wonder if that's going to be a detour in the future, construction. A lot of festivities going to be happening down here in Laguna Beach as summer's kicked off. I'm about 4 seconds behind now. I'm kind of in a lot of traffic. You know, it's single lane, so not a big issue. Just looking for all these places somebody might pull out. Let's slow down here. Let's see, we got the flashing light signal ahead. I'm going to downshift. There's a pedestrian. Going through this traffic light straight, making a left at the next one. Looks like I'm going to have to stop. I see that light is red. Traffic's looking fine, so I'll come up and stop behind this smaller vehicle out here. So left signal's on, left turn lane. I'm downshifting as I use both brakes to come to a nice smooth stop. At least a car length behind. They're going to trip the light for me, so that's not an issue. And I've got room to go a little left if need be, or go on that white line if something comes up too fast behind. But traffic stopped behind me, so I'm fairly well protected here. All right, we're making our turn. Been changing to second gear, signal off. Be making a right turn a couple blocks ahead, and I'm thinking there's a church parking lot up here, but I'm going to check it. I think I just missed it, so we may have to come back and get it the other way. So I'm going to turn right at this intersection. After the stop, we have an all-way stop here, so everybody can take the turn. I'll stay pretty much in the middle of my lane, stop before the crosswalk. No pedestrians, I'm good. Signal off. Take it real easy here because you got traffic, angle parking. Come out, they could back out without much of a look. We always want to ride like we're invisible. Maybe that's the church I'm thinking of. I believe it is. So I'm going to make a left turn. It looks clear. We got a mail truck coming, but plenty of time and space. There's my turn. Now let's see if I can find a parking lot. Watching traffic here. Pedestrians sometimes might jaywalk. So I'm going to hang out here. And if I place park, I think I'll turn left. See what materializes here. Full stop, checking traffic left and right. Can't see much to the left, so I'm going to move up, open up the view a bit. I see a Jeep, so I'll wait. Yeah, their turn, they use their signal. Good job. Looks pretty good now, so I think I'll go on up. I think I'll pull into this parking space. Let's take a moment to answer questions we posed at the beginning. How do you know where to stop at an intersection? Use a stop line if it's present. Stop before a marked or unmarked crosswalk. Stop in a position to see and be seen, even if it takes 2 stops. How can you position yourself within a lane? Consider that there are 3 lane positions: left third of a lane, middle of a lane, and right third of a lane. Adjust as needed for traffic or to get better view of what's ahead. What is a good following distance? The minimum recommended following distance is 2 seconds. This works at any speed and provides enough time and space to maneuver if someone in front of you applies brakes. A couple of assumptions. You are paying attention and you have a braking distance similar to the vehicle ahead. Research shows having more time may not be an advantage because it gives a false sense of security and a person has a tendency to pay less attention to what's going on ahead.